My name is Xavier, and welcome to a new Total War series. This time, we're going back in history to the thrones of Britannia. I have to say, my primary concern with going back to a historical Total War was that it wouldn't be anywhere near as fun, because it wouldn't have the freedom that the Warhammer versions allow, like with spells and these epic characters and dragons and all kinds of crazy units. However, I am really I played about 4 hours yesterday, so based on that experience, I am really surprised and really enjoying this Total War series. It's a lot of fun. Of course, also Vikings. I mean, come on. What is this, like the 15th, 16th channel in my series featuring Vikings? But by the way, I don't think anything will ever beat the Rimworld Viking series. That was just such a good, easily my best content ever. But regardless, I spent a little bit of time here trying to get up to snuff with all of the new things in the game. If you're anything like me, when a new Total War game comes out, like in a new era or whatever, all the new UI things and political stuff and all the menus, they kind of overwhelm you. And so I did my best to learn all that stuff so I can quickly explain it to all of you once we get into the game. They made there's a lot of changes. I actually am kind of overwhelmed by the utility of the decisions in the map making. Like there's a lot of political intrigue for sure. It's a little bit more like politics and still a lot of war, but you have options there if you want to deal with more political stuff, which seems fun. I'm going to focus more on war for this campaign though, because of course, Total War. First campaign, Vikings, crash, kill, and then on the side of fights, or the battles rather, there are so many little changes I've wanted forever. Again, we'll cover those once we get into the game. But there's things that I have just really wanted for like going all the way back to the very first Total War, or I guess Rome, that's the first one I played. And now they're here, and it makes the game really fun. But let's jump right in. New campaign. We're gonna go for very hard, very hard. I'm gonna do, of course, the Great Viking Army. We will play Northymbre.
You can rely on us.
Yes, Guthfrid. Guthfrid of the Great Viking Army. Ragnar's legacy. This indeed would have been where Ragnar was murdered. Speaking of, Ecbert is down here. We can go greet him for anyone who's watched the Viking series. That show is so dopey, but it's so endearing in its dopiness. It kind of reminds me of my cat, No Dot. She's just so dopey, but so endearing. Everybody loves the dopey, endearing one, and that's kind of what that Viking series is, in my opinion. But I'm going to kind of roleplay a little bit along those lines. We're going to go very aggressive, very invasion-y. We're going to crush out in, I think, straight west and then straight north, and then maybe we'll go pay Ecbert a visit a little bit later. But our income, or our Great Viking Army cultural features, income 150 from raiding and sacking. Faction experiences a boost to morale when fighting against its hated Anglo-Saxon enemies. So that is indeed what I'm going to try to do this campaign. I'm going to raid and sack and fight the Anglo-Saxon enemies all around. And then, of course, the Here King. I think it's actually Hair King, but regardless, I'm going to pronounce it Here King. The King of the Danes here in Britannia must play a delicate game to stay at the top. Find the balance between appeasing the English and your army. And there is indeed, that's what I was talking about before, there is indeed a balance to be struck. My balance is probably just going to be like, ignore the English and go full-on army, but we'll see. Ragnar's legacy, yeah, we have to avenge his death. Plus 10 charge for all units and all armies. This gets to the root of the battle changes that I really enjoy, which, again, we'll talk about when we get to the first battle. And lastly, very strong axe infantry. Now, most campaigns, I don't do frontline infantry. I usually either do some kind of like spear or archers, some kind of focus on that, or maybe cav. I think this campaign, I'm going to actually focus on the front lines for once. We're going to go like a very frontline axe infantry heavy style. And I think this particular scenario allows for that. Speaking of this particular scenario, this is a Total War Saga, not like a full Total War series, which means it's kind of like a small campaign, which I actually really enjoy because there's some chance I might finish it, and you can get really in depth to the scenario. Whereas, what was the thing? Mortal Empires, that's what it was called in Warhammer. That was so ridiculously huge. That's also awesome in its own regard, but I will never finish a Mortal Empires campaign, let's be honest. This one I may actually finish, which is pretty cool, and I may do multiple little, I can't imagine doing multiple things, though, because I just want to play Northumbre every single time. Regardless, let's get in. Too much talking. Victory objectives. Yeah, short conquest, long conquest, short fame, long fame, short kingdom victory, long kingdom, and then the ultimate victory. Complete any of the long victory types, then eliminate the Viking invasion fleets. Not sure how that works, because we are the Vikings, but whatever.
Ragnar died here, killed by an English king. How fitting that we now rule his lands. For 10 years, the great army ravaged England before we settled the conquered lands of Northumbre. We have carved out a kingdom of our own, on an understanding between Viking and English. But it is a fragile alliance, requiring the right king to lead it. If we remain strong, all of England lies open before us. If not, we will follow Ragnar to his grave.
All right, let me just say, I really love the art style
knows
in this
how
game.
long the current peace will last. Use the lull in hostilities to build your strength. Combine Viking might and English resolve to make Northumbre the greatest kingdom these isles have ever known. One of your armies is based at your capital as a defensive force. Your other army is ready to deal with the rebels in the north. This rebel army must be put down before you can expand your reach.
Alright, so, mission issued. Eliminate the rebels in Dunholm. Internal stability is the reward. We get 5 turns of +5 order in all regions, and 50% unit replenishment multiplier all armies. That's actually very important. That's actually very, very important, because the way the game now works, when you recruit units into your armies, they immediately appear. You don't have to wait one turn for them to show up at full health or whatever. They just immediately appear, but they're very, very, very low health, like basically 12 or 10 or like 20 warriors or something like that. And you have to kind of get them to go up like you normally would with a wounded unit, which is pretty awesome, I feel. But let's probably jump into this battle pretty soon here. I just want to go over a few of the major changes on the UI that we'll cover in more depth after the battle. But we have food here, food surplus. This is very important for maintaining the amount of units. Every unit eats so much food per turn. I think it's like 10. Yeah, you can actually see in the top left here when I hover over a unit. They're eating 10 food per turn, 10 food per turn, 10 food per turn. So focusing on growing your food supplies is pretty important in terms of maintaining more units. Over here we have War Fervor. War Fervor measures your people's appetite for war. On higher difficulty settings, you lose more War Fervor for each war you are engaged in. You can see all the multipliers affecting that. We definitely want to keep that pretty high, because I definitely want to be a warring nation. Next up, we have the Here King. English. We have 2 currently. Our total is 2. And this actually gives you lots of diplomatic bonuses with the various English factions. The opponent of this is the Here King for your army. So generally, they're kind of pit against each other, like there's options that come up, and if you make your army happy, then they obviously will fight better, they'll be cheaper and whatnot, but you'll have more threats from the English, which actually brings to mind a really fascinating concept. I thought, if you were to do that, on turn 1, if you actually read the thing for Alfred the Great's down here in West Seeks, or Sax, I think it's actually called. But if you were to read his profile, if I were to go to diplomacy really quick, what is it? Armies, factions. Can I just click on him on the map? No. He's way down on the bottom here.
Speak truly and full.
Dependable in a fight, aggressive, a man of 2 halves. This man is more aggressive than most and actively seeks out conflict, but never at the cost of valued friendships. Diplomatic deals are influenced by the reception of third parties. Interesting. One of the things they have now is a declaration of friendship you can make, and as far as I can tell, they don't have trade agreements. Like, you just trade with everyone right out of the gate, which is pretty fascinating, because I really did not enjoy any diplomacy in Warhammer. It always came down to me trying to get one trade agreement before the campaign was over. That, or you play like, the humans, and you just get like 10 trade agreements. Speaking of trade agreements, our economy here is largely focused on trade. We make 791 from taxes, we have 590 from trade, and we have 736 from other. Interesting. I know like 200 of that is vassals, because we have 2 vassals to our south. Other income, 500. Yeah, I don't know what that's coming from right now, but we'll look into it a little bit more later. And the last thing I want to show off before we do a battle, just really super quick here, is The family trees. That was my favorite part of the old Total War. And I felt, no, the old Rome Total War, rather. And I felt that the new Rome didn't really encompass this well. And oh boy, do they do it here. It is fantastic. So here we are with Guthred. We can, like, divorce our wife. We can hold a feast. Our veteran, you can you have 3 offices, I think. Yeah, Chamberlain, Justicar, King's Captain, you can assign to various people. If you withdraw these titles, or you withdraw them as governor, they become less loyal to you, and you can have to, you can give them all your estates as you capture estates and build them up to keep them kind of loyal. And if you don't do that, and they actually get unloyal, they themselves will raise an army, and you will have to go crush them specifically, which is very interesting. Especially because our best fighter here, I think it's Adred, is extremely unloyal, and I think I'm going to start by giving him an estate pretty soon. But when you click on these guys, look at all these options you got here. Arranged marriage, lower influence, strip estate, seek wife, adopt, assassinate, secure loyalty, declare heir. It's like so deep. It's so awesome. But let's go do a battle really quick, and I'll talk about the big battle changes. Not that I even know all of them, but the ones that I've experienced thus far have left me really enjoying the tactical combat. So we've got our general, they have theirs. They're both sword generals. Meanwhile, we have 2 spearmen. I'm not sure how to pronounce anything in this game. Northumbrian Thegans, supposedly. Seoral spearmen, is that right? Or do you pronounce a C like a frigging upside-down Z or something? Everything in this time period is pronounced differently. This is kind of why I think pronunciation's ridiculous, because it's just made-up nonsense. In any event, we have an axeman and 2 archers. They've got 1 archer, 1 scout horseman, and an axeman. So, it seems fairly decent, 50-50 according to the AI, but it's definitely not going to be that when we get in here and learn these guys a thing or two about tactics. So, some of the things they've changed in city battles. Now you can have a larger part of the cities are open fields, like little farm plots and whatnot, so you can move around in there instead of having these really narrow streets. I mean, everybody hated moving units through streets in city battles, but for whatever reason, they stuck with that layout for 20 years or whatever it was. So now they're a hell of a lot more engaging. Let's wait here for some clear sky if possible. Dry, no adverse effects, perfect start deployment. So normally what I'll do is I'll come into the battle and I'll set everything up and then I'll start talking. But this time I just want to talk a little bit straight through it because it's the first video of the series. But yeah, so they have things like this inside of city walls where you actually have a little bit of room and area to maneuver and engage with your enemy and maybe pull them towards you. And there's some interesting capture points you can get to get morale, which makes like this incremental take this and take that strategy a lot more engaging, at least in my opinion. Another major change is that you can see here, almost automatically, the unit density is way, and I mean way higher. Like, look at how thick all these units are together. And the reason for that is, most units have shields in this game, and you can use the shield castle, which gives you plus 40 missile block chance. And this is super fascinating, because as I've complained about in pretty much every Total War series, archers are usually wildly overpowered. You know, you stand your archers in some place so you can get a million kills, and that's usually the path to victory. But now, with almost everything having shields, that's not the case at all. Like, it neuters archers in just the right way, because now you actually want to use your archers to go for flanks on units that have their shields up. And you can shoot them in the back where they don't get that bonus at all. Which makes archers, you know, not this thing you just stick behind your front lines and overwhelm the enemy with and there's nothing they can do. Now you actually want to pull them out into the open. Of course, pulling your archers into the open to go for flanks opens them up to cavalry. And yes, the cavalry, as you can see, are much, much more spaced out now than they used to be. And these two changes, they don't sound like much, like denser melee compositions and spaced out cavalry compositions, but they make a huge impact on gameplay. Like, these guys can actually charge through other cav, and it feels so much more realistic. The first thing I noticed with my first ever battle in this game was that it felt a lot more realistic, and I was drawn right into it. Like, wow, this feels really cool. In stark contrast to the Warhammer series, which felt like, okay, I'm just going to bring my hero unit up, and we're going to focus the camera on them, and I'll be all excited. Which is fun and all, but kind of ridiculous, you know, cast a freaking scythe through all these guys, bam, we win. It's okay, I mean, I enjoy that too, but to me, this feels very historical and very engaging in that regard. Now, let's grab our king here and our axeman. Normally, I won't be talking this much. But there's a lot of stuff to say. It's a new series. I gotta show it off. Let's get our spearmen on either side to protect against their cav. I want to make them group 2 and 3. I'll get my archers on group 4. We're going to shut off skirmish mode. I'm going to put them in the basic thing here, like normal, even though I just talked about not having to do that.
Your missile infantry against the enemy.
Yeah, I got to shut off the tutorial here. I keep forgetting about that. Let's move these guys up. We'll rotate a little bit. Again, you do that by selecting everything, holding down Alt, and then holding down Control as well when you want to rotate them. Alt and drag. And you can see they're kind of going around a little bit, but they're probably going to crush all these fences as they go. Oh yeah, and that's right, they have the king now. Let's go see Guthfried. Where is he? He's in here someplace. Where are you, Guthfried? Where are you? Oh, there he is! Look, you can so see it's him. He's so Viking. Look at him. Just waltz. This guy's a dope, though. But Guthfried's so very Viking. And now these guys are, for the most part, just standing still out here awaiting our approach. All right. This shouldn't be too bad. My plan is we're going to move up. We're going to use our 2 archers to kill their 1 archer. Now, their archers don't have shields. So that's pretty much the only thing I think I can kill with my archers until I get an opportunity to go for a flank. So we'll have our 2 archers overwhelm their 1 archer. We'll have our spearmen engage these guys, and I'll then have the other spearmen presumably go for a wide flank once we get up into position. We almost in position? Very nearly. They also added critical hits now, which I haven't experienced, but I guess if you were zoomed in watching, like you could see a guy just randomly get evaporated here or there. I don't know how that's going to work with lords, but I like the concept of critical hits. Generally, anything that adds more variance. Not like a huge amount of variance, you know, just a small amount of like wild variance every once in a while is a decent amount of fun, as opposed to always having everything work out exactly the same. I'm excited to look forward to that, because I do a lot of stuff where I shut the UI off and zoom in and we'll watch the battles and whatnot. The charges aren't as epic as Warhammer, for sure. Especially if I'm not going to go cavalry focus. All right, here we go. This is working out perfectly. They're coming up into our arrow range now. Their cav is coming around. This looks so realistic. Like, look at this. They're just all over the place. Guys way in the back. Hey, let's be careful here. Let's kind of angle up over like that. Make sure you guys are running if possible. I may try to get my shield castle up. I'm not sure if it really helps you much against incoming cav. No, we don't have time for that. You know what? I'm going to engage them directly. Yeah, we can, like, nip at the heels of this cav. Oh, boy, they got right through. Come on, guys, get in there. Nice, perfect. Now we're talking. Let's get my archers here firing up on their archers, which are right there. Make sure they're both angled on that. Perfect. Down here, this is looking fantastic. I could, if I wanted to, pull someone back. No, I don't think we have much time, because their charge units are going to do a pretty decent job here. No, they're running through my archers. Ah, bloody hell. No, actually, they're breaking. Perfect. Let's make sure you guys stay up on that. Fantastic. Let's get you guys up over here a little bit. Actually, I don't think we're going to have the opportunity to do that. All right. Come on, archers. Focus on their archers, please. You guys come over here. Fantastic. Right up in the front line here. And then you know what? Let's have our general attack their general. That's fine by me. Now, how do we do back here? Well, their scout horsemen are down to 13. They're nearly evaporated. This wasn't really my plan, but you know what? I'll run with it. It's fine. Now, how are we doing out here? 63 out of 80 archers. Well, not fantastically, but we're holding them all at bay just fine and dandy-like. Nice. Are these shattered? Yes, they're shattered. Great. Now we can start going for some flanks over here. With this unit of spearmen, get right up behind these guys. We should have no problem evaporating them. Oh, yeah, their archers are breaking now. Yes, they're down to 46, 45. Let's go watch this. Hey, guys. Oh, Archie gets shot in the back. Yes, yes. Take that, you Viking rebels. Although, to be fair, I don't really want to kill the Vikings. I like them so much, even if they are rebels. You know, they're strong, proud, independent Vikings. They deserve to rebel every once in a while. My archers are getting a little too close to the front lines for comfort here. They may even be engaging in a little bit of melee, which is not ideal, but we'll just keep shooting at these archers over here until they're completely broken. They're down to 21 out of 80. It shouldn't be long. And let's go for a super awesome fun time charge in here. Get in, guys. You can see their archers are actually shooting me in the back here. But I'm going to take that. I'm going to take it. Oh, the morale must be... Yeah, see how that's not very epic? But very realistic. Imagine being those guys completely boxed in. Yep, they're done. They're out of here. They've had enough. Come on, guys. Let's get my archers. Yeah, damn it, they're in the melee range now. Let's pull them back a little bit. Bloody hell, their archers haven't broken yet, interestingly enough. All right. I really want to make sure I have at least one unit chasing these guys down. You know what, archers, you guys can focus this. If I get a decent amount of kills here... Oh, beautiful. I may not have to do a follow-up attack to finish off the unit. Oh, they're running right through the farms. Get out of here, run! Run, guys. Okay, what's going on down here? These guys are... Their axemen are broken. Meanwhile, my general, his unit's at half health. How about the enemy general? Well, there you go. Enemy general is dead. They were down to 22. They have now shattered. We should have no problem. Should I do a little morale? Probably not, but it doesn't hurt to do it anyway. Just to hear everyone cheer. Cheer at our Viking supremacy. One thing I really want to make sure I can do is run everybody down. So let's get you guys up here.
See, they flee before our might.
Yeah, yes they do. I think we actually just evaporated that entire unit. Run up there, fantastic. Shoot over in this direction. I'm pretty sure we're gonna kill every single unit here. Okay, one of you get up there. You over there. I don't really need to be running these guys down, but I figure, you know, if I have the opportunity to kill enough things that their entire army is destroyed, then maybe I should take it. I'm pretty sure their archers are gonna survive, though, if nothing else. All right, not bad. Look at the carnage on this battlefield. I didn't get to do too many tactics there. I didn't even get to use my shields, but things happen so fast. As usual, I probably won't ever be pausing. I may go into slow motion here or there once in a while for cinematic effect, but for the most part, I enjoyed just playing the game without pausing ever. Unless something gets, like, super overwhelming, but I don't think that's ever happened in Total War. Oh, God, all those arrows just hit our own guys. And these last few stragglers, I don't really care about you guys. What is there, like 70? We're done. All right, well, that was a resounding success. Yep. We have a couple of spearmen and a couple of archers that may have survived. Our kills, 84, 147. How did our archers do? 90 and 87. How about their archers? 10. They only got 10. Wow. Felt like they were doing more than that. Our axemen got 141. Not bad. And yep, their archers did survive. Bloody hell. All right, our options, ransom and release. So we get $100. We could take on warriors, which will give us 3% replenish. Nah, I don't really need that. And we could kill the captives, which is pretty interesting, is you can go around just killing the English to make them mad at you. I don't know why you'd really want to do that, but I mean, it's an option. However, since these are Vikings, I'm just gonna ransom and release them. I'll take $100, sure. 100 gold, whatever it is. Enemy killed in battle. Look at this artwork. Isn't that awesome? I really love it. I want to see like a little narrative story in this artwork. It's so good. Peter King, go native. English. It would appear that the English are placated, at least for now. Everyone else is probably safer as a result. Increase English happiness by occupying settlements and ransoming warriors after battle. As long as the enemy aren't English. This happiness naturally declines as time passes. Alright, so ransoming Vikings. They apparently seem to like that. +2 diplomatic bonus towards all English factions. And yeah. So now it's time to go over some more in-depth strategy here. So one of the major things you got to pay attention to in this. Let's open up the family tree. Let's go over to governors and estates. So as of right now, click on estates. We only have one estate, and Guthred owns it. And the estate is coming from Doncaster. Is that Doncaster? Who knows? I don't know. I'm going to call it Doncaster. And looking at the loyalty of our generals here, we have a 2 on Karl. That's not ideal. We got a 2 on Adred. We've got a 2 on Thurbrand. Now, Adred's my other general down there. I don't want him with his army going on a rebellion, so I'm thinking the smart move here is, of course, to grant my 1 estate. I don't need an estate. I'm the king. All I care about is conquest, not like living in castles with a bunch of females picking wine all day long or whatever it is, picking berries to make wine. So let's give my 1 estate to Adred, or Adred rather. You want to continue assigning the leader your selected thing. Yes, we're going to go from 2 loyalty to 4. Okay, very good. You gotta remember not to forget about this when you conquer new territories that have estates, because if you have like 6 estates and everyone else has none, they will get so mad so fast. It's insane. Now, let's look at our governors really quickly. Harold, Barter, and Thurbrand. Now, this confused me when I first played, because we have Thurbrand down here with a blue helmet, and we have Thurbrand up here. So there's 2 Thurbrands, apparently. I got them confused, and I had made some mistakes when I was doing some testing before, so just keep that in mind if you play this faction. But in terms of family trees, let's see. Siegfriedus, this is our son, age 15. At 16, you come of age, just like the old game. So a couple of turns, we'll have a nice new son here ready to go lead the charge or do something. We have Knut. He's age 14, and we have Githa. She's age 9. She doesn't seem too happy about being a female in the year 800. I wonder why that could be, but regardless, our influence is at 4, which is pretty low. It's actually very low, thinking about it. You gotta keep your influence extremely high as the king. Yeah, see, the problem with granting the estate to Adred, which I didn't mention, is that it also gave him more influence because now he has an estate. And I lost an influence because I no longer have an estate, so... Yeah, but we have more loyalty from him, so we're gonna have to deal with this at some point, because the fact that he's so much more influential than we are, for now, it's okay, because we got his loyalty. But if that loyalty drops, he is going to be a freaking nightmare to deal with. He's also 43 years old, so... There's that. And there's also the possibility that I may, quote-unquote, get him killed in a operation someplace. You know, unintentionally. Completely unintentionally in the future. But who is our officers here? Justicar. So, Leofwine is our Justicar. That gives you +2 zeal, +2 influence, +2 loyalty. And you can't just reassign these all willy-nilly, because every time you strip them, they will get very mad at you. Their loyalty will go down if you strip them of basically anything. So, Adred's our king's captain, which makes sense. He's got 2 command, 2 influence, and 2 loyalty. God. We're banking pretty heavily on Adred here, I will say. And then Oswald... Clara Oswald apparently has a Chamberlain, +2 governance, 2 influence, and 2 loyalty. Interesting. And we could, of course, if I wanted to, take a more in-depth look at each one of these characters to see what they have, what they can do. This is the skill... This is kind of like the old skill tree for Warhammer. You can decide, like, what kind of points you want to put in to various things for various reasons, and you just fill these up here on the side. But for the most part, I'm not going to spend too much time going over this. Maybe between episodes, I'll think out, like, okay, this governor should go over there or here or whatnot. But for now, I'm more interested in doing a little bit of conquest. It is Total War, after all. Should I explain anything else? Victory conditions, we already went over that. Up here on the economy, we already kind of briefly touched on this. Our tax level is pretty average for now. That's fine. Yeah, you can see the trade here is very interesting. We're trading with everybody for a tiny bit, and I like this setup a hell of a lot more than the old one, because I just really hated trying to get trade agreements every single turn. It was so annoying. This way, it's all just set up to work. Also, the value of apparently gold is 10, which is very high. I think this is silver? Yeah, that's 8. And cloth is surprisingly high at 6, and tin is 6. Cloth is a very valuable resource right now, one of the most valuable ones, in fact. And you can see we're exporting 100% of everything that we produce. Otherwise, what else do we got up here? Economy, technology. Oh yeah, the technology in this game is actually pretty interesting. So you start out not being able to research anything. One thing I should note is I never played Attila. I did play Rome 2, of course, quite a bit. And I played both the Warhammers a ton. But I never played Attila, so I don't know how many of these things carry over from Attila. But this particular technology thing is all new to me, and I really like it. So everything's locked, and you can kind of choose where you want to go by focusing on unlocking. Like build or upgrade within the Moot Hill, Law, or Thing chains. Or conquer a region with the highest level building in one of these chains. And that will unlock the leadership thing we can go through then. And similarly with the military, like if we wanted to do melee units, we have to recruit 10 sword or axe infantry, and then we can start researching this. So it kind of probably makes a little bit of sense to focus on something. I mean, attack another army 10 times. That's going to take a little bit of a time. Research Warrior Society to unlock this technology. Well, we're not going to research anything because everything's locked. Raise a general rank 10. That's going to be a while. Recruit 10 cav. Let's just try for melee units because I wanted to focus on melee this campaign anyway. So we'll try to recruit 10 sword and or axe infantry. Units provided by the garrison building chain also count towards that. Interesting. So I'll kind of sort of try to keep that in mind, by which I mean I'll forget about it right now as we go look around a little bit more here. So as far as diplomacy goes, the big players are going to be Ecbert down here in East Angle. Let me sort by strength rank. So West Sax is, of course, Alfred the Great. At least I think that's what his moniker was. And he's got all these lands down here. Next up, we have Ecbert, I believe. Guthrum? No, that's actually Guthrum. Where the heck's Ecbert? I thought he was over here. Did they change it? Guthrum. Ecbert, where are you, friends? Are you up here? Ah, here he is. Northymbre, Ecbert. Yes, interesting. We may be focusing him pretty hardcore because we're very negative with him relation-wise. But after we take out West Moringus. So East Angle is the next biggest player. That's Guthrum. And then Mears over here, kind of in the central area. Seal Wolf? Alright, and then, of course, after that, we have Northymbre, which is going to be Ecbert. So they're the 5th biggest player. I think we're already at war with West Moringus, and their strength rank is 50. Yeah, that's basically the game sets us up to just go crush them, like, right out of the gates. And then, they have this really interesting thing up here, toggle geographic mode. And this is, like, it looks really cool. Like, I like the look of this, but at the same time, I don't know why I'd ever keep it on. Like... But it looks so thematic. Again, I love the artwork in this game. It's fantastic. Oh, did I mention this game comes out on the 3rd of May? I meant to say that, and I think if you pre-order it before then, you can get a 10% discount on Steam. I don't know of any better deals, and there probably might be one somewhere, but as far as I know, that's the easiest way to get it for very securely through Steam for cheaper. And of course, it'll be full price on release date. But toggle strategic overlay. I think we've covered most everything here. So let's just get on to fighting. Oh, wait, no. I have to upgrade my towns. So I've got 5,100. And I'm thinking, smartest plan here is just to upgrade all of my main buildings. In this one, we have a grain exchange. And if you're not familiar with the way this is kind of set up, this is Eoforik, the one town right here. This is all the things in it. And then each one of these little barriers here is a different town. So this one's going to be over in Heslerton. And all we have there is the copper mine. And that is it. And then down here in this town, Hochlintum, we have these two things, but of course that's not ours. That's owned by someone else. Same deal over here in Holderness. Now, these guys are my vassal. And additionally, I should mention, I think I have another vassal down here. Yeah, this entire region over here is also my vassal. In Lindesieg. Lindesieg? Does that sound relatively like I'm pronouncing it right? Anyways, I think what I'm going to do is just go full-on upgrades for the main settlement buildings here. So that'll, at some point, unlock more building chains. One other thing I wanted to do first. In Loidus here, we have a blacksmith. I want to upgrade this to a forge. And then we can get armor. Instead of +5 armor in melee, we can go up to +10 if I bring units in there and upgrade them. So I will definitely do that first. And then, let's look at upgrading... our main city buildings. Unfortunately, over here in Maimcaster, I guess that's supposed to be Manchester at some point. It's interesting, like, the origin. Like, how did this go from Maim, like, Caster, or Caster, I don't even know, to Manchester? Like, what sort of, like, how did that happen? Did some guy trip on the street one day and hit his head, and he's like, I live in Manchester? Because he just, like, you know, simplified it or something, and then everyone's like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, let's call it Manchester now. Anyway, this is where we're going to be attacking first over here in these guys. So let's build this up to get a little bit more building here. We're going to go for the Great Hall. 1,700 on that, but it's fine. It's absolutely fine. And then I probably need to focus a little bit on armies. Let's finish this up with an auto-resolve here. Yeah, just one archer unit, fine. We'll fight defensively. Guys, I don't know what's going to happen. What's the result? Could I kill 14 archers? I sure did. Let's go for more ransom. Sure, I'll take $20. Mission issued. Eliminate West Moringus. Your war fervor will be increased. Internal stability, 5. Fantastic. I don't know how long I'm going to play in this episode. Usually the first episode of every campaign I start or every series is like hours long. But I'm only bringing that up because we're 35 minutes in now, and I'm probably going to end up throwing like an ad in every 30 minutes instead of doing a bunch of smaller, shorter episodes. I like to do one big one with incremental ad breaks here or there. Works out to be about the same, but I feel the flow is better, especially if you have YouTube Red. And thank you to all of you who do, because boy, does it ever help me out. That being said, do we want to... We can't recruit anything here with Guthford, because we're not in a town. You have to be in a town in order to recruit. What I can, however, do
Our foes will suffer.
is bring Ecbert out. Danegeld won't save you? Danegeld? Is that some sort of meme? I don't know. It must be. But regardless, let's move in the western direction to get towards these guys. I do want to recruit some warriors.
We'll see this through.
Now that we're in here, you can see we have the option to upgrade all of our units with the blacksmith tier 1. It's $100 per unit, but I think it's well worth it. In this instance, let's recruit up a couple of... I do want one archer. I love having 2 archers, especially early in the game, but otherwise I just want melee units. I kind of want the cheapest one possible. Serial axemen will suffice. They're very cheap. They don't have a... Oh wow, look at these guys. They don't have a shield, these long axemen, but they have long axes, which do more melee damage. Interesting. It's actually very interesting with the use of archers in this campaign, so I like that. But for now, let's go for 2. Axemen, this is going to cost us 800 of our 1800. It's going to add 190 to our maintenance, and it's also going to cost us 30 food, and we only have 30 food. That's the most I can do. And as you can see, you immediately get the units, but they start out very wounded, which is fine. And we'll just hang out here in this town where they'll gain a little bit more replenishment for right now. And I guess that's it. Unless I can find anything else I can upgrade right away. I doubt it. Nope, we're good. Isn't the music awesome? It's just so thematic and enjoyable. The turn is done. 37 minutes for turn 1. Whew. I didn't cover my food production. I should probably go over that. The next thing I'm going to do is upgrade food production, so we can raise up a few more units pretty soon. And I should see where my food production is coming from. There's a lot of strategy involved in figuring out where the enemy's food production is, because if you were to take their food production, that can seriously hamper their units. The same thing, if you lose your food production, that's seriously going to hamper your units. Now, this farm down here is giving us 1 estate, and if I upgrade, we keep the 1 estate, but we only gain 10 more food. Well, that's something. We also gain quite a bit of wealth, 185 up to 230. That generates our tax rate. And of course, we get 4 supplies up to 5 supplies. And armies, I haven't got too far in to see what the effect of this is, but armies use supplies. So the longer they're out in enemy territory, the more they use their supplies. And I think you have to come back into your territory to replenish them. And I'm not sure what happens when you run out of supplies exactly. I mean, obviously, bad stuff's going to happen, but I don't know exactly how punishing it is. But I do very much enjoy the fact that they added supplies. Like, supplying militaries was such a massive, massive undertaking. Like, it was more serious than actually the fights a lot of times in a lot of wars. So that's pretty cool that they, at least to some extent, have that modeled in here. But let's continue here. 2,500. Let's go find... The best way we can upgrade our food, I think, is going to be this farm. It's only going to give us, like, 10 food, though, which is not very much. How about you guys over here? Nah, not a huge amount we can do over there. How about, no, we're looking at iron veins. We got a shrine up here. That's not what I'm looking for. Maybe down here, then? Or to take a look. Manchester. The one day will be named Manchester. Nope, nothing. All right, well, the only thing I can do for food right now, then, is this. 1911, we'll do exactly that. Let's move Ecbert out here. It looks like West Moringus, or whatever it is, has their 1 army here in Churchibi. So let's move directly towards that. What's the most direct route? Straight through here. Fantastic. We'll move right here. And let's bring Guthford down as well. Yeah, probably in pretty much the same kind of path then. So we'll go something like this. Let's make sure I have that going all the way to the maximum extent for the next turn right there. Perfect. All right, turn is done. It's interesting how small this map is, but how full it feels. I mean, there are just so many things going on. There's also like a Viking. I didn't even go over all the different things you can play with in the beginning. But you can play with some Vikings that literally just have, like, this island, and they're very, I guess, fleet-focused. I don't know how that pans out. And there's also Viking raids, but I haven't seen them yet, but I know they show up. I'm not sure what they do, if they can attack me or not. Are they, like, neutral Vikings, or what the heck? Who knows? Regardless, it looks like... Who is this?
By no means.
Wolfsieg. Wolves... Ooh, can we call him Wolfsiegi? Wolfsiegi.
Our foes.
What is that show that had someone called... Oh, the Vikings! Yes, they had Siegi. Remember? She was like the wife of the first lord or whatever it was. The first Jarl. Siegi. Wolfsiegi. I wonder if that's how you actually pronounce it. Regardless, can we get... Well, if we could get... Interesting.
We cannot.
Whoa. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 units, huh? I could have just saw the 11 right there. Plus the 11's also listed right here. Yeah, in the banners, they show command and they show unit strength. That's crazy. However, I can tell right here, those horsemen are brand new. Like, he just recruited probably half those units, so it's very deceptive. Like, it shows that he has 11, but I bet he has, like, half of them at, like, 30 to 45% health. Should I wait for reinforcements? Or should I go now?
Now we'll see.
And rely on the power of my superior tactics? I'm gonna wait, because I don't feel like I have superior tactics.
Good marching, men.
I've only played 4 hours. It's been so long since I've played a historical Total War. Actually, that's not true. I played like a co-op Rome campaign last summer. It wasn't that far. But I forget everything. Last summer may as well have been 15 years ago for me. Alright, this character has low loyalty. Thurbrand, okay? That is, yeah, I'm aware of that. That was from before. Nothing we can really do about that right now, because I don't have any additional estates, so we'll disband that. Carl also, yeah, ooh, he's down to 1 loyalty. But he has 5 influence, which is more than we have. Unless we can do something about that, there's a very good chance he may get some ideas in his brain. Where is he located? Zoom. So Carl is the governor in Lloydis. So if he were to raise an army, it would be right here. That's not too bad, because we're pretty close. So let's disband that. Just keep it in mind.
Our foes will suffer.
Guthfrey has a promotion here, and I'm thinking, you know what? I like command. Let's go for it. If you guys want to see, I'll just quickly go over everything. So I'll just go through the level 5s really quick, or the champion. You get tons of commands and various bonuses for morale, melee, armor, and charge. Scribes give you basically governing and income, as well as less construction time. That's actually pretty huge if you think about it. Interesting. Bard, level 5. Bard gives you fame. Yeah, you can win with fame, and that's kind of fascinating. Another victory condition. I haven't delved too deeply into it. I'm probably going to mostly... You know, I'll play around with it a little bit this campaign, but my focus is war. It does seem interesting that you could play like a very diplomatic campaign. You know, very pacifist Vikings, because that's a thing in 800 AD. Foragers, 25 unit replenishment, immune to snow attrition, food production, minus food production in enemy province. Oh, that's actually pretty interesting. You could starve them out with high skill in foraging as your general. Pillager here has raiding income, sacking, minus 10 enemy supplies. Huh, minus 10 enemy. I like Pillager a lot. I definitely should do that, especially because our bonus is extra raiding income. Quartermaster, we're looking at campaign movement range, 30%. That's insane. Minus 15 upkeep costs for all units. Wow, this is insane. 10 supplies, commanded force. That is, Quartermaster is fantastic. I like that a lot. Priest, this is a fascinating one as well, because you give up loyalty. Minus 2 loyalty. Oh, no. Minus 2 loyalty, enemy in province. Huh. You gain loyalty for your own character, but you suffer local enemy province. Oh, maybe that actually just, maybe that just makes them less content. Maybe you don't suffer anything. Okay. Huh. Minus 2 order in the local enemy province and plus 1 loyalty for that particular unit. Maybe I want to give some priests then to some of my characters if they're not going to be governors but rather fighters. And then lastly, siege engineer, plus 3 siege holdout time, plus 10 morale when under siege, holdout time. Yeah. I'm never too concerned with sieging because I generally stop playing campaigns before I get to the point where it becomes a major issue. But anywho, that was a lot more in-depth than we needed to be, but we're in our region now. We're in the blacksmith, so we can indeed grab everyone here. We can blow 600 if I want to, which I definitely do want to, and we will upgrade all of our units here for armoring 1 and weaponsmithing 1.
We'll see this through.
And all of these units we recruited in this territory, because we moved across the border, they already start with those things. So any units we recruit in here start with them. That's how it's always worked.
We will bring you glory.
All right, well, I suppose that's it for the turn, unless I can find something to buy for 1,300. I doubt it. No. Nope, let's go do a battle soon here. Let's just watch. Wolfsiege. Where are you going, friend? Whoa, interesting. Wolfsiege's got some ambitions. He just rode right by Wilfred, who is our lord. Who is me? Hey, can I rename my generals out of curiosity? Get some
Success is rewarded.
What do you mean success is rewarded? Of course it is. What kind of stupid statement is that? Success is rewarded. Failure is punished. Thanks, game. Whoever got paid to do that voiceover work. God, did you ever luck out? What am I doing right now? I'm confused by the game being a super dope. Oh, I wanted to see if I could rename people. Retrain, upgrade, disband unit. Can I Oh, no, I can rename the military force. General details. Can I rename the generals? Presumably they're all, like, historic. Family, records, replace general. His character's name. I can't rename him? How the hell am I supposed to make a channel without renaming characters for Patreon support? Oh, I guess I can give you guys armies if you want. I suppose. Can you rename your units? You used to be able to do that too. Disband units, upgrade if not possible, retrain. No, you can't. That I can see. Huh. Well, unless I'm blind. It's also, it could be possible that I'm blind. So here's our stance. I don't think I am, though. I just don't see any way to do it. Can I do it from the family interface? Like if I were over here, Adrid, if I click on you, I can zoom to your location. Yeah, as far as I can tell, I can't rename. View character details. Huh.
Our foes
all right.
shall fall.
Well, that's unfortunate. All right, let's come up here for a little bit of reinforcements. I'm pretty sure what's going to happen, though, is if I do bring the reinforcements up, he's going to run away, and then I'm not going to be able to reinforce anyway, so why bother, right?
We pledge our service.
Not an option.
Alternatively, I could just try to go full hardcore mode here. Yeah, look at all these units. They're super weak. 47, 63.
Enemy blood will flow.
I could do this.
Impossible.
I click on it. Impossible. I don't know if it is impossible or not. It could be done.
Our foes shall fall.
Potentially. Let's see what our promotions here. Unassigned skill, V off wine. All right. For all my governors, I'm thinking, why don't we just do governing to start out with? Seems plausible to me as like a decent thing here. I might have wanted to pay it a little bit more attention in terms of like loyalty, influence, but I'll just start off with governing because I want to do some fighting. Almost an hour into the episode, and I've barely done anything. Great. All you governors can have... Oh! I should have given them some loyalty with the priest. Oh, well. I'll do it next turn. They get experience sitting there governing.
My warriors are ready. For
Well,
victory.
let's come up here and see. Can I actually go ahead of him? Yes, I can. I can get right ahead of him like this.
March on.
And let's declare war. And maybe the game will be like, oh, you can't run away through an army.
We
I know
serve to the
that
end.
always annoyed me that they could do that. I doubt that'll be the case, but let's find out. He'll probably just run. Yep, declare war. Their allies, nothing. Their power, nothing. Wolfsiege will get crushed.
War you shall have.
Yes, I do want it.
Offspring.
War declared. Diplomacy has failed. These two factions are now at war. Imagine this guy with a spear. He's like, ha-ha, I've got it all. This guy seems pretty dopey and happy about this war, too.
Our foes
Whatever
will
happened
suffer.
to me attacking? Oh, he moved up.
Eager and willing.
Oh, and I can get reinforcements here. Interesting, all right.
Anything out?
Very good.
We'll see this.
Very, very, very good. Perfect. Oh, but I'm attacking across a
Army will be
bridge.
joined by reinforcements in battle should you decide to fight.
All right. Interesting. Well, this is not how it played out in my test run. So let's see what we got here. We've got 709, reinforcing 800. So we're looking at like 1,500 guys. They've got 900. Okay, great. Now, they've got 2 horsemen, only one of which is at sort of not even full health. They've got 1 javelin man. And they've got 2 archers, one of which is half dead. So I can probably out-arch them pretty soundedly. 2 of their melee are almost dead, and then they got 3 spearmen, which is great, because I don't particularly have any horsemen anyway. And spearmen are kind of slow to kill my guys, so I should probably be able to outplay him with archers. So let's go fight it up. I'm very interested to see the bridge battle, too. I'm wondering if you can fjord across all of these areas or not. There's usually a couple of fjords, but we'll see. J-fords, as my brother likes to call them. There's a World of Tank maps named Fjord, and he's always like, let's play J-fords. And he wasn't even joking either. Anyway, let's start deployment. Dry is good for me. Let's check for the fjording issue. Oh, really? Really? Wait, is this one? I honestly don't know. It doesn't really look like there's any crossing here at all. Like, at all. Definitely not on this side. Maybe one over there on the right, but I'm not even sure if that's the case. Fascinating. So we're going to have to push across this bridge. Well, good thing I've got more archers than him, I suppose. Let's get pretty much everybody over here. I'm going to set the same sort of group that I had before. With my king in the front. The only problem is I may lose my king to arrows if I'm kind of an idiot, so let's avoid that being the case. I'll just get the same basic formation set up in case he gets any crazy thoughts. Skirmish off, 4 on group, and start. Great. Yeah, thanks. Keep forgetting to shut off the tutorial. God, it looks nice though, doesn't it? Very bright. Oh, look at these little deer, guys. They actually modeled a few deer. This is something, since I'm playing Battletech right now, that makes a huge difference. You know, who really cares about deer being in a game like this? But it makes it feel like, oh, this is a world. Hey, here's a couple birds, you know? Just a couple things flying in the sky. It makes it such a big difference for a world immersion. So, what do we got over here for him? In the back is all of his cav. No surprises there. It's javelin men and arrows. Arrows all on the front line. And then he's got all his spearmen with axe on the right. And then his general's way the heck out there, like a complete dope in the background. Let's get the rest of my units up and at him over here. Great, you guys can run. Probably don't really need to run, honestly, because they're going to get winded by the time they get there, and we can take all the time we want. So let's not have them run. Let's kind of just rotate up a little bit into a better position for us. Fantastic. And I'll speed up here. Oh. Huh, interesting. That's the tactical view. And it spins back around as well. All right, anyway, let's speed up here. And we'll just wait for our reinforcements to walk. Oh, God, they're going to take forever. There, you know what? I don't even care if they are winded. I'd rather just play faster. Should I try to get some arrows in on their arrows while I have... I suppose it doesn't really hurt, right? Yeah, let's do it. While we have the opportunity, let's get a few little pot shots here. Okay, you guys get in position. Fantastic. Let's go into regular speed. They're probably going to run away. But I mean, you know, a couple of free volleys. I'm outnumbering them for sure. They've only got 44 here, and I've got 160, so... Oh, bad call, guys. Bad call. This guy's like, what? He looks behind him. Did a cloud just pass overhead? Oh, boy, look at this. This is so cool. Just the sky and, like, the artwork. Oh. Oh, that guy got hit in the nose, look. Oh. I should probably pay attention to what's actually happening in the battle. I'm guessing nothing. Yeah, he's just going to sit there and have his unit die while I murder them. I've lost 13 units, and he's only lost like 10. Amazingly, I'm out-arrowing him by like a factor of 4, and he's out-killing me somehow. All right. There we go. Yeah, I've lost 18, and he's lost about 17, I think. Interesting. Alright, we probably don't need to watch this on slow motion. There we go. Those guys are taken care of. Now, I lost a surprisingly large amount of guys. You guys fall back. Fall back. Yeah, you're getting shot at, bloody hell. My thinking here is let's wait till my other archers come up. Let's get all my archers. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys will be the new control 4. Beautiful. We'll get all you on the front line as such. How are they still shooting me here? They're not in range. Yeah, I lost a few extra archers there like a dope, but it's okay. Their guys are reforming. It's like, guys, go back and stand on the corpses of your friends. Don't worry. It's fine. Everything's good. Okay, so my first archer unit's over here, and the second one's over there. Once they get up, I'll arch them 4 to 1. And then I'm feeling very confident about just moving up, and, you know, even though these guys have shields, you can still do a little bit of damage to him. This is going to be hard to push across this bridge, but it'll be much easier when he does not have archers. I'm actually enjoying this, like, tactical, step-by-step assault plan. Also, oh wait, did the cloud cover go away? It wasn't the... No. When you're over here, there's just clouds, but when you're over here... Maybe it's just because I'm zoomed in, and when I zoom up, it gets brighter? No. I think it's actually clouds. Huh. I don't know, the sun seems to be doing some stuff there. Alright, we're nearly in position now. The rest of you guys are coming up beautiful. And as soon as you're in position, you guys are exhausted. Oh, that's unfortunate. Exhausted. How about you archers? You're just winded, actually. Very tired, fresh, tired, winded. Let's give them a little bit to, you know, just let them catch their breath. Speaking of, I need to catch my breath. All right, there we go. Tired, active, very good. Fresh, tired, fresh, good. This one's still tired. You guys must have just, whatever reason, you're just out of shape. Now they're down to winded. All right, no more of this. Let's go. Everybody, fire, and let's watch the joy of death from above. Josh Ross, Revelation. I want to rename that unit to Josh Ross. This is going to be so awesome. Oh, my lord. Amazingly, we're not doing all fantastic here.
Watch out, javelin attack.
Now, they can't be stupid enough to just sit here and let me hail their archers with 4 times. Nope, they're pulling some guys up over there, which is interesting. Okay, let's look at this over here. You know what? We're a little bit grouped up here. You guys move out of the way because you're kind of on top of those guys. Yep, now they're getting aggressive. They're like, you know what? They got more archers. Let's move up. Smart thinking. Let's get my guys to move up as well, just in case. Where's the rest of you guys? You're all up here. Let's get you up here. Reinforcement line. Fantastic. Okay, so you guys are firing over there at them. The 2 of you are firing up over here. We're taking some casualties over here from these 43 as well. Okay, these 2 are taken care of. Beautiful.
The heart has gone out of our men. They refuse to fight on.
What? What men are broken? I actually lost enough archers. Whoa! Hold the phone! Oh, this guy's coming in! Spearmen, go! Holy, they're done with this, guys. They are done with this. That's crazy. Okay, let's get you guys right here. Set up to attack from that direction. You guys, if you wouldn't mind, over here, and maybe also over here. And in they come. In they come. Oh, right into the front lines. Beautiful. I just want to watch this one, then we'll go back into normal mode. You guys attacking? Oh, they're pushing right through. They're pushing right through, amazingly. All right. Fantastic. Get you guys up there as well.
Our general is under attack.
Oh, yeah.
Move it, man.
Okay, at this point, they're actually getting some use out of their archers here. Let's try to... Oh, are there sword... No, they're a little bit through, but they're mostly broken here. Yeah, great. One thing I want to do is make sure we're still firing up on their archers over there. That's their javelin men. Nope. I suppose I can just let you guys do whatever you want. Hit backspace, I think, clears their orders. Yeah, just shoot whatever it is you want, wherever you want. Spread out a little bit more. Fantastic. Come up here with some more reinforcements. Beautiful. How's Wilfred doing? He's doing fantastic. Let's go see. Where is he? Where's the crown guy? Oh, there he is. You can see him front and center there. Yeah, he just stabbed somebody. He's right in the front line. Wilfred don't care. Look at him. He's right up there stabbing guys. He's like, I'm Wilfred. He's a little short for a Viking, I'll say. But you know, he doesn't care at all. Yes, now we're talking. We need to take out their archers, though. If you guys wouldn't mind over here on the archers. Over there on the archers. And here's some more archers. No, that's javelin men. Yeah, let's hit those. Well, the javelin men have shields. We're better off shooting the archers, I feel. Those javelin men are doing a number on my guys up here for sure. Look at that. All right, let's come in from the side as much as we can. I'm not sure if the javelin men ran out of ammo or what, but yeah, look at this. Across the bridge. Fantastic. Now they're engaged in melee, no longer javelin. Their lost archer unit is broken, but not shattered. Okay, let's actually have you guys come back here. You guys just run in. Just get in there. Do whatever you want. I want to get all my archer units. Perfect, perfect, perfect. You guys want to shoot up maybe over here a little bit? And right there as well. And we do still have 2 units shooting on their archers. That should be sufficient. Nice. All right. Well, this is a freaking madness and mayhem battle for sure. I like the cloud cover, the environment, the bridge. These guys are running away. They're running from the battle. Look at it from their perspective. Oh, God. Look at all my guys are super happy and cheering. Arrows are shooting them in the back. Hell yes. Decided victory. I was going to win all along, but I mean...
They flee before our might.
Yes, they do. I don't have any cav to run them down. Maybe I should get a little bit just for that purpose. I don't think I would use them for anything but running units down, though. All right, now I just want to make sure Wilfred doesn't die here, but we should be okay. How's their king doing? 73. All right, let's fall back with Wilfred. Let's not get him killed. Then let's do, just because we can, a bit of a rally. I love to hear the guys cheer. Woo, yeah, arms going up, swords and whatnot, fantastic. All right, well, you can't get too much better than this. The only problem is we're shooting some of our own guys in the back here, but... Yeah, these guys. Oh, these poor guys on this bridge. Oh, those poor guys. I like how they're running away with a shield over their head. They're like, oh, no, it's not worth it, go back. Let's really hammer these guys with every single archer we have. I'm so really surprised I haven't won yet. Let's come in here and Wolf Sigi. We'll get Adrian right on the back. Yeah, let's watch him get in there. Come on, Adrian. Prove your mettle, friends. Where is Wolf Sigi? I can't see him. He's got to be in there someplace. He is surrounded. Yeah, and I think my archers did what they wanted out there, and they're all dead. Well, I can end the battle, and they've already retreated once, so they're all dead, but I just kind of want to watch this a little bit longer. Just a little tiny bit. One more volley. Show me the volley. Oh, yeah. Wolf Sigi. He's trying to run. There he is. There he is, Wolf Sigi. He's running, guys. Hold on. Let me grab all my archers. And attack Wolf Sigi. Oh, look, he's tired. How you doing, Wolf Sigi, huh? Oh, your friend gets shot in the back. Yeah, he's got an arrow in the back. He's got an arrow in the left elbow. He's got an arrow in the knee, an arrow in the heel. Oh, poor Wolf Sigi. Oh, and there he goes. The enemy general is dead. All right. Well, that was some fun times. So what happened there? We lost 278. They lost 831. Holy bananas. We lost 278, but they had 262 kills. Does that mean that we had 16 friendly fire kills with arrows? Possibly, yes. Who amongst them did the most damage? It looks like their spearmen actually got 33 kills. Oh, no, right there for sure. Their general gets 76. No surprise. Their arrows got 45 and 37. Their arrows did a fantastic job against my arrows. Maybe just because I'm playing on very hard, so a 1-to-1 arrow, I'm going to lose like 100% of the time, hands down. So maybe that's why. But regardless, what kind of experience? We got silver chevrons here on 2 of them. And Double bronze, triple bronze, and yeah, that's about it. All right. I'm pretty happy with that. It was a fun battle. What do I want to do with the remainder? Now, I don't even remember. This guy, is he Viking or is he English? I probably should have paid attention to that beforehand. I'm going to guess he was English. So if I were to ransom and release them, they wouldn't be too happy about that. Taking them on, the English will be happy about that, I think. Or maybe they just won't be unhappy about it. Plus 8% replenishment right now is not a bad thing for me. Don't care so much about the money. Let's do that. Let's take on the warriors.
March on!
Enemy killed in battle. Yep. Better ye well. Peter King, one to watch. Army. Happiness within an army's ranks tends to lead to far less pillaging and indiscriminate murder. Increase the army's happiness by sacking settlements and taking on warriors after battle. This happiness naturally declines as time passes. All right. Taking on the warriors definitely gives the army a bit of bonus. Now, we get plus 5% unit replenishment, multiplier all armies because of that, and also minus 5 upkeep costs for all units, which is fantastic. Minus 4 recruitment costs for all units, too. That's pretty good. That's going to be visible right here. Here, King Army. We only have the one, but we're still getting that bonus. We have quite a few more bonus. I think each one of those blocks at the top there is a different tier of bonuses. That's my guess. All right. And there we go. Yeah, he's completely dead. And we have a promotion. Let's do it. What do I want to do now with Guthfrid? What can give me influence? Anything? Probably not. I could do another command. That's only going to give us plus 10 melee skill for commander's unit. His actual... Wait, it says commander's... commanded army. Is that his unit or his army? I'm confused. And then... I kind of want to do the quartermaster for the campaign movement range. I like it a lot. I like quartermaster just in general a lot. Let's do that. Fantastic. I don't know if that's the smartest move, but generally movement is awesome.
My warriors are ready.
Let's see. Atrid, what do you have? Nothing. You're just hanging out there, ready to go. Looks good to me. All right, well, at this point, I can move back,
Move up.
even though it's winter. And we're looking good. We are looking good. Now, one thing I haven't quite figured out here. I think these towns, when they're red like this, I think that means you can just walk in and take it. You don't even have to fight the garrison. I'm not sure what prompts this. Is it when you kill their one army? Do you have to have one army to even be able to put up a fight with your garrison? Or... I haven't figured that out yet. It hasn't been explained to me yet. But I do know you can walk in here and just take them without even having to fight whatever garrison they have. And they do still have a garrison, like... Or do they not, actually? Toggle garrison. Yeah, they've got 6 units in there, but next turn we'll walk in and take it, pretty much. So, anyways, turn is done, except I need to spend $2,600 on what is the question? I don't know yet. Very good question. Food is, of course, a huge thing. Well, once I take all of these, I can build up in there. And we'll be sort of ready to do that. We have a tithe barn down here. I guess that's actually a fair bit of supplies. Maybe I should wait for that. We get 30 food up to 40 food, or 50 food. And we go from 5 supplies up to 8. But we get disorder. We also get plus 30% farm income if I had a farm in that region, which would be fantastic. Maybe I should save for that. The only problem is disorder is going to be a huge issue. Speaking of disorder, let's go take a quick look at our disorder. Which one is it? Public order. That's actually fine, surprisingly. Current revolt risk total 5. Total public order 13. Yeah, I very much enjoy the revolts in this game as compared to Warhammer. In Warhammer, they were just literally... They were good for you. They were predictable. You could see exactly when they were going to happen. You could just crush them and farm experience and farm loot. It's like, what? It was just cheesy. And a lot of the best strategies actually revolved around farming experience and loot from revolts. This, you don't have a revolt bar. You have a chance of revolt. And that can be increased with your actual lords. And then, you know, you lose those lords when they go on revolt. You got to go put them down. They were like an asset to you, and now they're like a penalty. Way more engrossing. Is that the right word? Yeah, I think so. This character has low loyalty. Third brand, I'm aware. Nothing we can do about that. I haven't captured anything yet. Carl, yep, I'm aware of that. I think I will save the money for Manchester. But in the meantime... yeah, I will do that. We both get food down here, and we get the wealth from upgrading this thing. from the farm income, and we also get the supplies. The only problem is disorder is going to be a problem. But once I take these things, maybe we can take care of that. So let's just end the turn. So far, so good. Now, something I didn't point out, but Ecbert hates me. He just, like, straight up hates me. So, yeah. Am I at war with Ecbert? Because he just landed something here. And he's in my territory. Peter King, swords or plowshares? You have managed to get a hold of a large shipment of quality iron ingots from mines on the continent. Your first thought is to use it to equip your armory by providing new quality arms and armor, but the English peasants who till the land could also put the iron to good use, making better equipment to work their fields with. So, now we have to decide. Forge more plows, forge more weapons. Do I want army bonus with a penalty to the English? Or do I want a penalty to my army with a bonus to the English? Well, I think I'm going to err on the side of army this time. Can't have it both ways. Your King English, down. We're actually now -2 with everybody. A fleet of Viking raiders have arrived south of Britannia. Interesting. I don't know what that's all about. I just know that they're incoming. So I guess we'll see in the not-too-distant future. Looks like we got some promotions. Thurbrand. Hey, whatever happened to that loyalty, eh, Thurbrand? +1 loyalty, -2 local enemy province. Let's give Thurbrand a priest and buff up his loyalty here. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. However, what's our disorder here? It's actually at 0. That's fantastic. Characters -3. Yeah, that did not penalize us for the local. So priests seem to be one way to take care of these things. Adrid, you've got a promotion as well. Now, your influence is way the hell too high. I'm concerned with loyalty. I may want to go loyalty here as well. So it's decent. I don't think they'll revolt until they get to 2, but I am worried about in the future. Anything could happen and bump this against me. However, he's also a very competent general. So what do I get for another rank of command? That would give us plus 10% bodyguard size, and we get rally 3. Also +3 unit morale instead of +2. Not bad. Is it necessary? I don't know. Zeal, +1 order, local owned province, commander's order. Maybe I'll do this. It's very similar. Yeah, I think I want to do some zeal. So what can I do for zeal? Loyalty. There we go. Bard. -10 enemy campaign movement range. That's actually pretty cool. +10 fame and zeal. Let's give him 1 point of zeal. There you go, Adrid. And this will give us order in whatever the local owned province is. 10% commander's aura. And we get a decent amount of morale as well. Yeah, it complements command pretty well, I think. Now, I can't quite get to Chibi just yet, but I can get pretty close. I do need to pay attention to this up here because they're in my territory here. Ecbert, what are you doing? Ecbert, this is actually literally Ecbert. He's down here with 3 units. Why, Ecbert? Am I at war with him? Let's check the diplomacy of Northymbre. I know their strength rank 5. Attitude's very negative. But we're not at war. So he's just in my territory being a freaking doper. Should I get up there and be like, Ecbert, here's a little bit of a lesson for you? I don't think so. I'm going to let him tool around and just pray he's not going to screw me over. Because that's going to work out. Let's swing down here, though, with Guthford. Move on their capital. I'm going to do the same thing down here now. With Adrid, even though he's got a bigger army, we don't really need that army. I could disband some of it, but you know what? I just promoted it, so I spent money on those tools. Let's keep it. Speaking of, how long till our blacksmith's ready so I can upgrade them? 4 more turns, all right? And then lastly, down here in Manchester, didn't I want to upgrade this? I did. 3,500 for the Tithe Barn. Boom. All right. Hopefully these are smart plays. Or if nothing else, not incredibly stupid ones. Am I even remotely close to a technology? Nope, I've only recruited 2 melee units thus far. Alright, well, we'll get there. I want to secure this province over here in West Maringus. And then we can move up on Ecbert. Ecbert, please don't annoy me by raiding my town or whatever. Oh. I thought I just saw him run down here, but that might be him sailing away there. Did he move in? No, he moved into my territory. He's literally outside of Dunholm. Ecbert, what are you doing? You're looking a little young there, Ecbert. Interesting. I'm worried about that, but for now, okay. Let's wander into Cherchibi here and just yoink their capital. I don't really want to sack it. I think I just want to occupy it. We get -10 public order. Is this this is a new territory, actually. Yeah, I'm going to occupy it regardless. If we can crush them. Alright, thank you guys very much. Let's do a similar thing down here. I did see they had one army, but they only have the one guy. Bjortwulf? General Bjortwulf? Is that how it is? Lawncaster. Yoink! Thanks for all the territories, friends.
Yes.
Thanks for all the territories. Now, what do we got here in Lancaster? We've got a hunting ground, which gives us 60 wealth from farm, and 25 food production, and 10 fur production, and 2 supplies, and 1 estate. Okay. Very important that I just read that, because I would have forgotten and not doled out my estates, and chaos and madness would have ensued. So because this hunting seems to provide 60 farm wealth, and over here in Manchester we have plus 30% farm income, I'm definitely going to upgrade that like right away. And I think we already have 1 estate. Yeah, we do. All right. Let's go dole out our estate to somebody. Oh, whoops, I hit the wrong button. That's diplomacy. I need to go to, I need to not hit the same button again. Not technology. Family tree. There we go. And governors and estates. Estates. Oh, I actually have 2 estates. Okay, there must have been another one up here. Yep, there is in Cherchibi. Good. Good, good, good. So we've taken care of Thurbrand's loyalty with a priest. However, Carl is very unhappy. Carl, where are you as a governor? I don't know if it really matters. He's in West Thriding. All right, well, I honestly don't know if it matters if, like, he's a governor here and I give him an estate there. I don't think it makes any difference. Let's give Carl Lancaster by the Sea, shall we? And Carl, your loyalty, your influence is going to bump up, but so is your loyalty. So you get 6 influence, 3 loyalty, thank the heavens. My influence is a paltry 5. I might want to keep that last estate for myself. Just because my influence is getting so low, it's terrible. And I don't really need to dole it out right now, so I think that's a smart idea. Could be completely wrong on that. Otherwise, looks like we're done. What do we got up here? This province has low public order. West Thriding. Left click to take action. All right, public order is -1. Well, not a huge amount that I can do about that right now, to be honest. So we'll get rid of that. What do we got over here? Humberland. Risk of rebellion. Well, that's because of the occupation. Events, characters, occupations. Rebellions can occur if your public order is negative. Your current chance of rebellion is 8%. Egmondrens. Egmondrens? Is that what this province is called? We have -14 down there. It's going to get even worse pretty soon, too. But we'll deal with it. Alright, this little dope, I don't know what the heck he's doing. Going for a raid or something? Construction complete, Great Hall. In Manchester. Fantastic. Let's go check that out. Yeah, so now we can increase our buildings here, and there's a whole bunch of things we can do. That is very good. This province went from -14 down to -13. Occupation's now at 9. So I guess it still goes down at 1 per turn. It's just less clear than it was in Warhammer. Lastly, we've got to have Adrid come down here and take their last region so we can get the province. It's going to take us 3 turns to do it. Unfortunately, they're running around with this one guy. The Hell-Forged Hands. Alright, you guys enjoy yourself. And what the heck do I do up here in Cherchibi? Well, it's a cattle grazing land. Now, I'm not going to take any of this stuff. What if I should have just vassalized him, to be honest? Might have been a smarter move. We get some food if we upgrade this. It's not too expensive. But I'm more concerned with down here in Manchester. What should I put in? Order here is going to be a huge issue. So what can stave off the order issues we're having? Hunt, market, watermill gives you a whole bunch of food. That's actually, I'd love to build a watermill here. Corruption, order. All right, looks like law field. That's what we need for that. We also get a church, which will give us 2 order and 50% income on churches, but the maintenance is 150 a turn on churches. Over here, we're looking at 100 maintenance for the thing. And we also lose corruption and also corruption in adjacent provinces. I'm going to go for the thing here. Let's try to maintain some order through the thing. So there's actually some interesting text I read about the thing. Where can I see it? Right-click to view in building browser. The thing. Wherever the Vikings arrived to settle, they brought their customs and legal systems with them, as it was during their settlement in Britain. In the latter part of the 9th century, the area in which the laws of the recently settled Danes held sway was known as the Dane Law, a geographical demarcation created after King Alfred of the West Saxons inflicted defeat upon them in AD 878, resulting in a treaty that granted them the lands of the 5 boroughs in which to expound their own laws. It was in these regions that the free men of Viking society would gather into things to settle the disputes out in the open. Things were a group of individuals assembled to make collective decisions, a practice considered to be the cradle of Scandinavian democracy. They would make important political decisions while overseeing that laws were being upheld. And the thingsteads, where they would gather, were often the focal points for trade and religious activity. In Viking Age Britain, the use of things was not confined to the Dane law, but everywhere the Vikings settled, including Shetland, Orkney, the Highlands of Scotland, and Man. Anywho, I found that pretty fascinating. A lot of interest. I'm not going to read all of these for everything, but there's a lot of pretty cool history
You can rely on us.
in the game. Now, that being said, we're building up our thing there. Fantastic. We've got this. We're going to go take Lancaster. We'll have 2 slots there as well, and we should be okay. I don't know what those slots are. Show information about... Oh, I do know what the slots are. They're a farm and a fishing hut, which is fantastic, because that combos with our tithe hall pretty well. Pretty well. This is going to be our #1 food settlement by far. We're going to have a hunting grounds, farmland, fishland, and a pretty nice tithe hall down there. I'm really liking that province. For now, though, do I want to blow this $1,300 anywhere? Probably not. No, let's just end the turn. I'm to focus up on Ecbert. I don't like the fact that he's running around up here near Dunholm. I don't know what he's doing either. And I'm also not sure if I should attack him from 2 different directions. But once I capture this last settlement... What is going on, guys? Why are you all running through my territory? Once I capture this last settlement, we'll have tons more food from the farm and the fishery. And using that food, we can recruit a much larger army. And then I can decide, do I want one major army to spearhead through Ecbert's lands, or do I want to split and go both west and east at the same time? War fervor has decreased, or people are currently indifferent to the idea of war. Alright, we're gonna have to do something about that. +0, yeah. How can I increase...
More information is available to help you manage your kingdom.
Yeah, thank you. What a great tooltip. There are more tooltips available to help you play the game. War fervor 11. So by doing a bunch of battles, I think that's the best way to increase it. Border wars -14. Armies in own territory 6. Peace treaties 10. Okay. War fervor equilibrium -9. Interesting. So you just have to go through periods of war and periods of peace, I think, with the equilibrium. But the best way I can do this is more battles and to get rid of border wars. We will have 1 less border war in 2 turns as I stroll into this doofus's territory with Adrid. Now, let's think about picking apart Ecbert over here, right? So we have our complete province. What province is this? North Riding. He, on the other hand, has his complete province. Oh, wait. That's North Riding. I thought that's what I had. Ah, I see. Never mind. We're sharing the province. Ah, I thought this was the province boundary, but that's our border. I'm not completely sure. Maybe this is the province boundary then? Yeah, that must be it. So these two things that are in that province of North Riding. Meanwhile, over here, Ecbert only has this one thing of decor. Carliol. Actually, never mind. I didn't realize Carliol was the capital of the settlement. So he's got both of these. Taking those would be fantastic for me, since we only have Cherchibi, which is just this little dopey place down here. So I could push up, take both of them, and then we can come in to the right side here with Wolford, our general. Or king, rather. And then it's going to take ages of empires, and I mean ages, to get Ecbert up here to defend. I might have to recruit a new lord in Dunholm. Were I to do that, who's available to recruit? Harold? Siegfriedus! Yes! I just clapped, like you guys can see or hear that. Anyway, this is our son, guys. We can get our son in the action at the young age of 16. Fascinate. Not bad. He's funny. I want to go take a look at this guy. How do I, can I see him from here? No. Thurbrand, Harold, and Barder. Let's go to the family tree. I want to look at him more closely. View character detail. So his traits are funny, +5 morale. Awesome. That's a good idea. Our son is a funny guy. He's illustrious, +3 unit replenishment. Great. Tactical, +3 command, -1 governor, -1 zeal. Well, okay. That's definitely, to me, he seems like he should definitely be a general. Bloodthirsty, +5 unit morale when it's hell, yeah. Madman, +10 melee skill for sword and axe infantry units. Commanded army. Holy hell, yes. This is definitely what I want. Alright, Siegfriedus. You're gonna be a general. Can I marry you off? I can seek a wife for $560? At the age of 16? No. Siegfriedus, upon your first victory, I shall declare, I will find you a wife from somewhere in all the lands, and I will pay a minor fortune for her, of noble upbringing and birth. Hopefully she's wealthy. Literally, that's a thing in the game. You can have a wealthy wife, and it gives you a bunch of influence. But, anywho's, I definitely want to raise another general, and it's definitely going to be Siegfriedus right here. We can put a little bit of ease in my heart, because I don't like the fact that Ecbert's standing outside the walls just saying hello. Should I go now? The only problem is I wouldn't get my... if I wait one turn to do that and I recruit him down here, we'll have the forge and we'll get all of these things for free. I'm gonna do that instead to get tier 2 forge items for free with his army, and we'll start sending him up north. I like this plan a lot. Meanwhile,
our foes shall fall.
I don't feel like I have a huge amount of things I can do. I think I might actually move Guthfried back here to be in this territory so that we can get a couple more units. How much food do we have right now? 55? Okay, yeah, let's move him back. We'll fortify next turn. In a fort, we can then recruit more units, and they'll have the blacksmith bonus as well. I may need to cut a unit or two out down here, even though I paid for these. How much money are they costing me per turn? They're only 67. They're not that much. 67, 60, 38, 30. Yeah, they're pathetic. Never mind. I'll leave all these. They're fine. I thought they were a lot more money than that. What's our notifications? Risk of rebellion and Agamundrens, or whatever it is. Well, once we crush this territory, we'll get our province bonus, and maybe that'll help out a little bit. I can probably get another church as well if I were to upgrade to the Royal Hall. It's pretty expensive, but I think it's worth it. Let's go for it. Because this is our primary food production province. So fortifying down here, getting that food up to max and making sure they're stable and not going to rebel is a good idea. I'm pretty sure that Adrian's going to have to hang out here for a long time dealing with any rebellions. Who's likely to be the rebellion? Thurbrand, the governor. Okay. Interesting. His loyalty's barely enough. We'll see. We'll see how this pans out. The political intrigue in this game is pretty fun. It may not be the funnest thing to watch, per se, but it's certainly fun to play. I also think it'd be very, very fun for interaction. Let me know in the comments for sure if you guys have any suggestions on who I should make peace with, what promotions I should give to which governors, and just generally, like, what my strategy going forward should be. I'll try to keep it so that I'll make an episode and immediately render it and upload it, but I may be one episode ahead of whatever suggestions you give if you watch right away. And I'm going to try to get as many out before the game releases as well, so you can see a little bit deeper into the game. So just kind of keep that in mind. All right, a number of things have happened. Number one, we can finally research the technology. Which one can we do? Industry. Interesting. What did we do that unlocked industry? I don't know, but there's no reason not to do it because I can't do anything else. Research rate 100% enables building of toolmaker. Okay, well, sure. We'll work on that. Let's finish up our province here. Oh, whoopsie daisy. I actually misclicked there. I gotta click, here? No? What's happening? There it is. And we're just gonna go, yeah, their last settlement, you can just subjugate them to make them your vassal. That's so awesome. But I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna go for occupy again. I want this province. I want their food, I want their fish. Peter King, increasingly unpopular. Yeah, because I'm coming in here and I'm taking over English territories. They're not happy with me. -1 order in all regions, because I do have English peasants to keep in mind. -1 influence on the faction leader. Oh god, the English boil with anger. The lion strains at its leash. Increase English happiness by occupying settlements and ransoming warriors after battle. As long as the enemies aren't English. Well, this... I'm gonna... You know what? Oh well. -5 penalty with all English. No surprises there. However, we now have the faction. Sorry, the province. Can I assign an edict like before, or whatever they're called? This is the details of Thurbrand. Food. Okay, tax the province. Yeah, this is... Remove governor, family tree. Is it in here? I can't see it if it is. I don't know how to assign. Raise an army. Building browser. Maybe it'll come up next turn when I have held it for one turn. For now, we've got a lot of disorder here. We can also upgrade our fields. 1,700. That's going to be a lot of farm income, a lot more food. We just also picked up at least one estate from this farm, so we should go dole that out. Oh, yeah, this fish gives us tons of food here. 10 to 25 and 58 to 91. Let's go that because it's super cheap.
You can rely on us.
And then lastly, let's think about what I want to do with the states. I've got 2, which is great for influence, but how's my loyalty around the lands? Not fantastic. Not terrible either, though. I'm gonna hold on to it because I just gained 1 estate, so that's bumping my influence up. But I also lost 1 influence as a result of the English being super mad at me. Didn't realize you lost influence from that. And also -1 order in all regions. That could potentially be a big issue. -17 over there, -2 over here, -1 over there. The chances of rebellion are slim, but they're more than 0. Who are these guys? Oh, that's my vassal, Holderness.
Not an option.
And this is the last unit that the West Meringus still has. Interesting. Well, let's do what I was talking about before. Oh. Actually, our level 2 forge is complete, so let's grab everybody. How much does it cost to upgrade? 900, so 150 apiece. I think it's worth it. I love upgraded units. Fantastic. Let's simultaneously go into Fortify. I've only got $200 right now, so I won't be able to recruit much, but what do I want to get is the question. Again, melee units will unlock the ability to get melee technology, so I do kind of want to do that, and I like these axe throwers quite a bit. I suppose I'll grab 1 now. It's going to increase our maintenance by 32. That's fine. That's all I can really do. And that, for the most part, looks like I'm done. I did want to raise a new general here. But is it even worth it with 0 money? I don't think so. We'll wait a little bit on that and see what happens. I guess I could go attack the Welsh or something, and then the English would be like, yeah, you murder those Welsh. Or Welsh, rather. That's the plan. Faction destroyed. Vierdeborg. Or something. Vierdeborg? Who knows? I am actually interested in learning how to pronounce everything in this game. Usually I don't care about pronouncing things, but this game I do. So let me know if you have any, how to pronounce things. Although, oftentimes people will comment and I won't understand what they're saying on, like, how to pronounce stuff. So I've never been able to read pronunciation keys that well. Alright, Adrian, move on up here. Let's start crushing this one last guy. He'll probably run around us and be super annoying, but we'll be okay. On that front, we got 1,700. Let's think about a little bit more here. Recruit units in Wolfried. Wolfried's army. These Stegans are expensive. You know what's not is these cheap spearmen. I wouldn't mind, like, lines of spearmen. But at the same time, I've got 140 food, and I have to think about getting another army up and at them. So let's get, like... it's going to be like 30 food to do that. Drop me down to... Okay, I can still get an 11-unit army after that. We'll get 2 of the Seoral spearmen and 1 archer. Or possibly 2. I don't know. 4 archers? That would be insane. Yeah, let's do it. The sword infantry is super awesome. But I don't think we really need it on a Guthfried. So we'll leave that as it is. Close this down. Leave you alone. Let's do what I was talking about before with raising a new army now. We're going to get Siegfriedus, our 17-year-old son, up and at him. Bam! Fantastic. Let's get him in the territory. Still don't understand why they don't spawn in cities, but okay. And let's recruit a nice little army for him. We'll give him 2 archers here. For him, since he's a little bit weaker, he might need a bodyguard. Let's spend a ton of money to give him these sword hirdemen. They're expensive, but they're worth it, I think. And we'll spend quite a bit over here on these spearmen as well. In fact, this is going to be 50 food. That's fine. 172 a turn. That's fine. 12. Let's spend all of our money and buy a little bit more. Do I want, like, a scout horseman? Yeah. I think I actually do. It sounds like a good idea to run around. Oh, I don't have the money for that. Oh, no, never mind. I did. I don't have enough money for a second one. I bought one. Let's get another couple of spearmen there. Beautiful. Alrighty, McFlighty, friends. Now we're talking. Fury of Tyr. I like this. I like this a lot. Building constructed. Army founded. Fury of Tyr. Oh, army founded Fury of Tyr. Oh, there we go. Siegfriedus, welcome. Welcome to your army. War declarations, units recruited. Okay, nothing new in the event messages. I'm kind of curious what's going on down here. Probably want to upgrade this farm pretty soon. Definitely a decent source of income there for sure. These tithe barns can't go up any higher. Tithe hall, I think that's the max rank you can get. We'll have a little bit more order here when we get our law field going, but that's going to take kind of a while. What's our chance of rebellion? 16. That is actually very high, but Adrian can take care of it, I feel. Anything else to pay attention to here on the faction map? Loyalties at 3-3, 4-3-3. Not super high. But I'm okay with it for now. We'll leave it as it is. Influence. Newt has a 6. Oh, Newt came of age. My second son came of age. He's very influential, and he's so disloyal. Should I give my son a territory so he doesn't revolt against me? I would not want to kill him. He's got 3 zeal. 6 influence. God, he's the making of a rebellious son. All right, Newt, I think you've earned... we'll give you Alter Gimli. You can go out in the farmlands where it's nice and safe and keep yourself alive. There you go, Newt. Beautiful. He's up to 4 loyalty now. And I, however, am down to 4 influence as a result, which is pretty bad. Pretty bad, but you know what? I like struggling, and I'm definitely struggling in at least some regard right now all around the town. Leader influence 5, you get +2 fame. Oh, is that building up my fame points to win the game? So my fame is currently at 53. I guess we'll find out when I end the turn. This little doper's coming back behind me, but I should be able to kill him this time just fine. And also, there was no provincial edict thing, I don't think. Maybe they've just removed that. War declared. Ecbert's coming at me. Yes, he is. Probably because, you know, I've made a mockery of all of the English peasants in all my lands, and I haven't cared at all. Yep, makes some sense. All right, Ecbert, I'm almost ready for you too, so sure. Mission issued. Eliminate Northliod. That's not going to be easy. Reward, +5. Hitter King with the army. Beautiful. Encroachments in Iru. Difflin annexes Brega. Where the hell is this? Oh, okay. Well, that's something. This province has low public order. East Thriding. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Let's get rid of that. Down here, same deal. It's at risk of rebellion. -14. It's going down, though, is the thing. Let's crush this little insolent whelp. Okay, he's going to run away. And I can kill him finally, and that's the end of West Moringus. Let's just automate. Fantastic. We'll go with defenses, just in case. Oh, right in the neck. Just in case he wanted to go kill an archer somehow in the back. No, we're fine. Now, he was English. So I may, if I take on the warriors, I may be able to appease the English ever so slightly. So let's do that. If I'm getting this right, or was it ransom and release? No, let's go for a take on the warriors.
My prowess increases.
Faction destroyed. Fantastic. Yurtwolf deceased. Mission successful. Your war fervor will be increased. Thank God. Mission aborted. Raid a settlement or trade route belonging to the Oh. I didn't know that was even a thing. One of your Scalds. I remember the Scalds from Northgard. Huh. I had no idea that was even a mission. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. War fervor has increased. Fantastic. +1 order in all regions. +5 fame. +10 unit morale all armies. Hell yeah.
We'll see this.
Now we're talking. How we doing order here? We're down to -12. That's much better. Question. What was the deal with my fame? It was at 53. Now it's at 51. Isn't it going down? How is my net fame going down? I'm not too concerned with it because I'm not that interested in fame right now. Anywho's, yeah, we got a problem up here. Ecbert's still standing outside of Dunholm. He can't really do anything about it though, but should I recruit a little bit more over here with Guthfried? Is this going to be sufficient, or should I take the opportunity? Let's take a look. Over here in Dakor. Woo! Okay. Yeah, he's got a garrison there. Good thing I checked on that. Or is that showing me... Wait a minute. Is the garrison only in the capital? Is that what it is? Ah. That might have explained why I could just walk into all these territories, because none of them were the capital, because I own the capital. I see. So if that's the case, I can take Dakor, but taking Carliol will be another story. So the question is, do I want to walk up and take this, and then while in there recruit guys, or do I want to recruit them right now while I'm fortified and get the benefit of all the upgrades? I think the answer is clear. Let's get the benefit of all the upgrades. So we don't know what he has, but we know he has quite a bit. So I'm definitely... Okay, never mind. I thought I actually gave him more units last turn. What happened to them all? Did I steal them somehow? With Siegfriedus? I might have.
You can rely on us.
I might have done exactly that by mistake. Oh, did I not accept it before? That might also be the case. Well, let's grab a couple of axemen. Okay, we're out. They only have the one. Let's buy a couple of spearmen then. And is a horse going to help us? Maybe. They're pretty expensive, though. Let's just go for the cheaper scout ones. They're not very fantastic, I will say that. Should I grab some javelin men to help out? That could be an alternative to archers. They're pretty cheap as well. I think the answer is yes. Let's do that. We're up to 60 out of our 95 food. Fantastic. Recruit. Much better. Close the panel. I may have closed it without accepting it last turn.
We'll see this through.
Do I want a bigger army over here? No, because last turn I had definitely hired these sword infantry, and then they didn't get it hired. Well, whatever. We'll recruit them in. Good. And I suppose we can start moving.
Marching formation! We serve to the end!
Now that we've got all these guys, I suppose there's no reason not to go into stance.
Wait for new orders, men.
None, and keep moving.
Let's go.
We'll go take the core, if nothing else. And then meanwhile down here, what on earth do I want to do?
Blood will flow.
With Adrid, I'm guessing the rebellions arise near the capital, so let's go over in that direction. Province is low order. Province is low order, and Adrid has a promotion. His loyalty's fine. Command seems like an option for him. Let's do it. All right. I want to get in like at least one battle with Ecbert here, and I think maybe that'll be decent enough for the first episode. Really wish I knew what happened to my units. I'll have to watch the video after the fact, because I could have sworn I recruited them in both armies, and then they just weren't there. But maybe I didn't accept. Settlement sacked. Dunholm. Value of plunder, 450. Ecbert, I am coming for you. Faction destroyed. Lagan. Alright. Ecbert, I am coming for you. Oh yeah, he took Dunholm, actually. Interesting. So he can just waltz through our territory and take all these things, but we're working on it. We are working on it. Let's move up there. He's got 13 guys now in his army.
Not an option.
They can't be that strong, though. He must have just recruited a ton of them. I love these little ragtag defensive forces. Or just these little combats with, like, wounded units everywhere. This is so cool. It's so, like, realistic, too.
Our foes shall fall.
Wolfried, let's get in here and take the core. Yoink.
Thunder and glory. Without delay.
I see. The red indicator is just that we're at war with them. Do I want to sack? No, I want to occupy this place. It's part of my territory I want to expand into, so we'll take it. Of course, we're going to get even less penalty, or even more penalty here, because I'm yoinking all the English territories. That's okay with me, though. It's okay. We'll heal up here in this, and then maybe next turn we'll go attack that rebellion.
Our foes shall fall.
And then let's just make sure Adrid's on his way back to Manchester. Beautiful. In terms of money, I don't know. Don't know what I should be doing. Probably investing into Manchester's order, right? We can upgrade now to the Thing field from the Law field. This is going to give us another +1 order, less corruption, and a little bit more maintenance of 50, but I think it's worth it. Now that I've taken a new territory, what did they have here? They had a mine, so there's no additional estates there. +180 from industry, though. That's fantastic. But -4... Wow, +15 lead production. That's going to give us a huge boost in trade. But -4 order, so that's going to be an issue. All right, that's the end of that turn. We'll go retake Dunholm. I'm understanding now how it works. I thought everything had their own individual rebellion, but they didn't. Or their own individual garrison, but they don't. It's just like the main settlements that do. So that's actually really cool. Just waltz around taking stuff. Oh, he walked right in there. He walked right in front of Siegfriedus. Siegfriedus versus Ecbert. Woo! It's gonna be something. Lands are gonna change so much in this as a result of this. Just being able to walk into these little minor yeah, like right there. Rebellion, Agmundrensi. Insolent people have risen up against us. They will be swiftly...
A food shortage grips your kingdom.
That's... yeah.
Food shortages will reduce supplies getting through to your armies.
Yeah. A fleet of Northymbre raiders have arrived in south of Britannia. So, a fleet of Fingal raiders have arrived south of Britannia. Okay, interesting. Now they're showing me their way over here. So what just happened there, which I did not anticipate or expect at all, is that rebellion formed right here. And they immediately walked in and took Ottermagildi, or whatever the heck the name of this place is. And as a result of that, they now have my farms and my fishing. And this whole region was supplying my army, and now we're negative on food. We got a food shortage. Bloody hell.
We will bring you glory.
I didn't expect that. All right, Aged, come on back here. Who is this? Who rose up in rebellion against me? Sinnerfrith. General Sinnerfrith. Now, I don't know who that is. That must be a completely random character. It was not, however, Thurbrand, which is good. So we can probably deal with him next turn and retake that, but we're going to be starving a little bit in the meantime. Now, the game is afoot. Are we going to be able to handle this with Siegfriedus? I'm hoping these units are super weak, but so are ours. Alternatively, how long would it take us to come over here and reinforce? 2 turns? That might be an idea. Carliol's right up here, but at the same time, their garrison is looking to be fairly sizable. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11 units, and they're going to be full health. And my units are not. So maybe I reinforce my son here.
We'll see this through.
Although it's looking like I can't actually move him. Why is that? Am I in the zone of control of the city so I can't move out of it? Never seen that before. Do I have to attack him to retreat? Might be the case.
Can't be done.
Yeah, I can't move. Interesting. Very interesting.
My warriors
I'm scared, guys. I'm very scared. Let's swing over here. Guthfried,
can rely on us.
come in this direction. We're going to need you over there, I think. Or maybe I should have waited to see what's going on over here first. Let's find out. Actually, let's go through all of our things. So technology, we have researched tools. Anything? Yes, we have leadership unlocked now. And that's it. So as I come down here, we can get -10 construction costs for villages and secondary slot buildings. That's not bad, actually, for all regions. That's actually really good. The next one would be plus 50% road development, all regions. Awesome. Construction costs, -10%. Primary slot buildings, all regions. Good. Plus 15% industry, all regions. This is great. Plus 5 enemy supplies. Emissaries. Minor diplomatic bonus towards all other factions. Don't care so much about that one this time. We get fame over here for leadership. 25 fame. Strong leader. -10% corruption. Another 30 fame. All right, this is not bad. +1 influence. All characters. +1 loyalty. All characters. Sacred King. +10 to hear King English. Major diplomatic penalty towards all other factions. True sovereignty. Interesting. Well, I'm going to go through the industry one for now because I really want these construction costs and road developments. Now, I know we're consuming more food than we produce. We'll get on that in a second. This province is at risk of rebellion. Humberland. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Thurbrand's got a promotion down here, but we've got him mostly taken care of. We could do another loyalty. I might actually need to. Alternatively, we could do governance. He's in our place that has all of the food production, though. +5 food production, local province. This could be helpful because there's a lot of food. That's just a flat amount? +7 food? Yeah. It's not a percentage. What about income? +20% income, local providence, 2 government. Scribe could be very helpful, but I'm worried about Thurbrand turning evil. So why don't we go another priest here? I think I definitely want the additional level 2 priest, the additional loyalty. Let's keep Thurbrand from rebelling against us. And then once I have a little bit more loyalty in the future, I'll give him Scribe. Once I'm confident I won't lose him in a rebellion, we can get more income from this region. I think this is smart. Looking good. We're still at -14 here. Characters, faction, food, occupation. Yeah, we'll take care of most of that next turn.
We serve to the end.
Can we upgrade any buildings? Nope. Not right now. We're almost completely out of money. The Ewe of Wine has an unassigned skill point. Once again, same deal. I want to go for the priest. More to loyalty. Thank you very much. Down here in Aldswald, same deal. Priest. Thank you very much. And lastly, we're looking at Carl. Yeah, Carl could definitely use a priest. Thank you very much. All right. Very good. Now, the moment everyone's been waiting for. Can I get out of here, or what do I have to do? Woo! Woo! Siegfriedus, you think you can handle it, huh? Huh? 17-year-old Siegfriedus? Yes? Route that Ecbert. Now, if you die in this game, there's no legendary lords, I don't think. There's definitely not, no. So Ecbert, I mean, we could literally kill. I feel like I should be the one killing Ecbert. But if Siegfriedus, if he wants to surpass me someday, this could be his heroic moment, guys. This could be the day where our heir is cemented in stone. He is the heir to the crown. I think that's what this little icon is here, probably. Heir to the crown. But I mean, he could earn it from a role-playing perspective in this battle right here. Oh, boy. What do we got? Ecbert, General. 2 command. Cyril, Spearman, 2 of which are super low. So basically 2 Spearmen, not even 2 Spearman units total. He's got the Sax Warriors. Those guys are serious business with the swords. I may need to do some shenanigans with flanking them with my arrows, all 2 of them. He's got then Cyril Axemen, 2 of them. So not even 1.5, like 1.3. Ah, but he's got 3 Cyril Archers. Bloody hell. They combine to not even be 2, though, but I don't have even 1. Well, I guess I have a little bit more than 1, so we're probably 50-50 on that. He's got a full health Scout Horseman, and I have a less than full health Scout Horseman. Super fascinating. This is going to be a very fun battle. What do we got over here? Is this 3 turns until they withdraw? Turns until supplies run out, and garrison starts suffering attrition 2. Interesting. Turns until surrender, I'm guessing 3. This is so much better, because in Warhammer, it was like 10 or 12. It's like, no one's going to ever do that. Let's display a preview of the battle map really quick. Okay, so the town's out there, and we're just in the open. We could use this on our right to prevent him from using his scouts, scout horsemen to come in on a flank. I guess he could go around like that. Or through the trees, but to at least some extent. No, this isn't hard. This isn't hard cover. Never mind. I don't know what we'll do. Just probably play on the open field. In the open field, it's gonna be a dicey thing. What does he have for abilities here? Character. Rally 1, 2 command, -1 zeal. Interesting. Nothing super big here. +5 unit morale when defending. I think, and that's the case, I should probably go for a siege and then wait for reinforcements, and then that way he won't get his defending bonus because he'll have to attack us. +5 food production, -1 governor, corruption. Yeah, he's not that great. Interesting. +5 unit morale. I suppose the smartest thing I can do then is siege. Siege the settlement without engaging in battle. Yeah.
Attack!
In 2 turns, he's going to start suffering attrition. I think in 3 turns, he surrenders, and that gives me a little time to get over there as well.
Blood will flow.
I mean, we did have a chance for an epic, heroic moment there,
Massacre them.
which is honestly hard to give up. But I think this is the smarter play for sure. If we can crush Ecbert outright, this will be the smarter play. I bet he's going to attack me right now, though. Let's find out. And we'll just be slightly better off with him having not the 5 morale, because he's not defending. Or is he technically defending because he's sallowing out during a siege? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Not the best player in the world, but I enjoy playing, and that's all that matters. Oh, yep, he's doing it. He's coming out. Ecbert versus Siegfriedus. This is probably the perfect moment to end the episode. Epic battle at the start of the next episode. Yes, listen to this war music. Oh, the Viking raid on Ecbert. This couldn't be more glorious, friends. It couldn't be more glorious. Led by my son, Siegfriedus, 17 years old. If he can kill Ecbert, I think Ecbert's like 50 or something in this game. That's going to be crazy. Anyways, once we're returning this awesome battle. Until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Also, this is the first episode in the series, so very much appreciate the likes and comments and all that good stuff, the shares. The other ones don't matter so much. The first one matters a ton. So if you want to see more, help the episode grow by hitting the like button. Appreciate it. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Hold on, let me grab all my archers and attack Wolfsigi. Oh, look, he's tired. How you doing, Wolfsigi, huh? Oh, your friend gets shot in the back. Yeah, he's got an arrow in the back. He's got an arrow in the left elbow. He's got an arrow in the knee, an arrow in the heel. Oh, poor Wolfsigi. Oh, and there he goes. The enemy general is dead.